In the deserts and mountains of ancient Israel, the story of Prophet Elijah unfolds like a timeless saga of faith, courage, and divine power. Born in a turbulent era, Elijah rose from obscurity to become one of the most profound prophets in biblical history. His life was marked by extraordinary encounters with God, fierce confrontations with evil, and miraculous displays of divine intervention. Elijah's journey began during a period of spiritual decline, when King Ahab and Queen Jezebel led the nation into worship of false gods like Baal and Asherah. In the face of this idolatry, Elijah stood firm, proclaiming that Yahweh was the only true God and calling the people to repentance. His first dramatic act was to declare a severe drought, commanding that no rain fall until he prayed for its end a divine judgment on Israel's. The land withered under the relentless sun, crops failed, and the people endured hardship, all while Elijah remained faithful to divine. During the drought, Elijah was sustained by divine provision at the brook Cherith, where ravens brought him bread and meat morning and evening. His faith in God's provision exemplified resilience amid adversity, a lesson echoed through millennia. Yet Elijah's most famous confrontation came atop Mount Carmel, where he challenged the prophets of Baal to prove their God's power. The spectacle was awe-inspiring. Prophets of Baal called upon their deity to send fire, but nothing happened, only silence and disappointment. Then Elijah prayed to Yahweh, and suddenly fire fell from the sky, consuming the altar, the offering, and even the surroundings. The people watched in amazement, recognizing the sovereignty of Yahweh and turning their hearts back to him. However, Jezebel's wrath prompted Elijah to flee into the wilderness, despairing and fearing for his life amid relentless threats. He journeyed alone into the barren wilderness, feeling isolated and overwhelmed, wishing he could escape his divine. Exhausted, Elijah lay under a juniper tree seeking death, but divine provision once again intervened in the form of angelics. Refreshed physically and spiritually, Elijah traveled to Mount Horeb, where he encountered God in a gentle whisper, not in a storm or fire. This divine revelation taught Elijah that God's presence often manifests in quietness, not chaos, reaffirming the importance of listening carefully. Elijah was then commanded to anoint new leaders, Elisha as his prophetic successor and kings over Israel and Aram, ensuring the continuation of divine work. His earthly mission was nearing its end, but Elijah's influence remained through the students and leaders he inspired. In a breathtaking moment of divine approval, Elijah was taken into heaven in a chariot of fire, leaving behind a legacy of faithfulness. His ascent symbolized the close relationship between heaven and earth, and underscored the divine endorsement of his prophetic mission. Today, Elijah's life continues to inspire millions, reminding us that unwavering faith and divine obedience